Our world is facing a big problem. We need more energy. As our cities grow and technology advances, the demand for energy is skyrocketing. Everywhere you look, from the bright lights of a bustling cityscape to the power plants working tirelessly, energy is the lifeblood of modern civilization. As billions of people desire better lives, the demand for energy keeps growing. We rely on energy for almost everything, from the smartphones in our hands to the laptops we work on, from the lights in our homes to the appliances that make our lives easier. The modern world thrives on energy, and as more people seek the comforts and conveniences of modern living, the need for energy continues to rise. But here's the catch. Much of our energy comes from sources that pollute our planet, like coal and oil. These traditional energy sources have powered our progress for centuries, but they come with a heavy price. Coal power plants and oil refineries are major contributors to environmental pollution, releasing vast amounts of harmful substances into the air. These fossil fuels release harmful gases into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change. The dark smoke billowing from smokestacks and the smog hanging over congested cities are visible reminders of the damage being done. The emissions from burning fossil fuels are a significant driver of global warming, leading to more extreme weather patterns and threatening ecosystems around the world. Finding clean, reliable energy is crucial for a healthy planet. Renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydroelectric power offer a promising solution. These sources harness natural processes to generate electricity without the harmful emissions associated with fossil fuels. Solar panels on rooftops, wind turbines turning in the breeze, and hydroelectric dams capturing the power of flowing water are all part of the answer. It's like trying to bake a cake for a huge party. Imagine needing to bake enough cake to feed everyone at a massive celebration. You need the right ingredients, the right tools, and a lot of effort to make sure everyone gets a slice. We need enough cake or energy for everyone, but we also need to make sure the ingredients or energy sources are good for us and won't spoil the party by harming the environment. Just as you wouldn't use spoiled ingredients to bake a cake, we must ensure our energy sources are sustainable and environmentally friendly. By investing in renewable energy and making conscious choices, we can meet our energy needs without compromising the health of our planet. The future of energy is not just about quantity, but quality, ensuring a bright and sustainable future for generations to come. For centuries, humans relied on simple energy sources like wood and water. These natural resources were abundant and easy to access, making them the primary means of generating heat and power. People would gather wood from forests, using it to cook their meals and heat their homes. Watermills harnessed the power of flowing rivers to grind grain and perform other essential tasks. Then came the discovery of coal and oil, which powered the Industrial Revolution. This era marked a significant turning point in human history. Coal mines sprang up across the landscape and oil rigs began to dot the horizon. These fossil fuels provided a more concentrated and efficient source of energy, fueling the rapid expansion of industries and transportation networks. We built factories, cars, and airplanes using these fossil fuels to drive progress. The steam engines of the early industrial age gave way to internal combustion engines, revolutionizing the way we traveled and transported goods. Factories churned out products at an unprecedented rate, and cities grew larger and more complex. But this progress came at a cost. The relentless burning of coal and oil released vast amounts of pollutants into the air. Forests were cleared to make way for mines and infrastructure, leading to deforestation and habitat loss. Coal-fired power plants became a common sight, their smokestacks belching out thick plumes of smoke. Burning fossil fuels releases harmful gases, trapping heat in the atmosphere and causing the Earth to warm up. These greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide and methane, create a blanket around the planet, preventing heat from escaping into space. As a result, global temperatures have been steadily rising, leading to a host of environmental challenges. This warming leads to more extreme weather, rising sea levels, and other serious problems. Hurricanes and floods have become more frequent and severe, causing widespread devastation. Coastal areas are particularly vulnerable, with rising sea levels threatening to inundate communities and displace millions of people. Glaciers and ice caps are melting at an alarming rate, contributing to the rise in sea levels and altering ecosystems. It's like we've been using a gas stove to cook for a long time, not realizing that the smoke was making it hard to breathe. In many parts of the world, people have relied on open fires and gas stoves for cooking, unaware of the harmful effects of indoor air pollution. The smoke from these stoves fills homes with toxic fumes, leading to respiratory problems and other health issues. Now we're looking for cleaner ways to cook, like using electric stoves or solar ovens to create a healthier environment. Advances in technology have provided us with alternatives that are not only more efficient but also environmentally friendly. Electric stoves produce no harmful emissions, and solar ovens harness the power of the sun to cook food without any fuel. Clean energy solutions like solar panels and wind turbines are being adopted worldwide, offering a sustainable path forward. The good news is that we're finding new ways to generate clean energy. Renewable energy sources like solar and wind power are becoming increasingly popular. Solar panels convert sunlight into electricity, while wind turbines harness the power of the wind. These renewable sources offer a cleaner alternative to fossil fuels. Imagine a world where our homes and cities are powered by the sun and wind. It would be like trading in our old gas-guzzling car for a sleek electric vehicle, a smarter, cleaner way to get around. Section 4. Smart grids and energy storage, keeping the lights on. In today's world, where our reliance on electricity is ever increasing, ensuring a stable and continuous power supply is more critical than ever. But what happens when the sun isn't shining or the wind isn't blowing? Renewable energy sources like solar and wind are fantastic, but they are also intermittent. This means they don't always produce energy when we need it the most. That's where energy storage and smart grids come in. These technologies work hand in hand to ensure that we can keep the lights on, no matter the weather or time of day. Energy storage systems, like giant batteries, can store energy from renewable sources when it's abundant and release it when needed. These systems are crucial for balancing supply and demand, ensuring that we have power even during peak usage times or when renewable generation is low. Think of it like saving money in a piggy bank. When you have extra money, you put it in the bank. Similarly, when we have extra energy, we store it. When you have extra money, you put it in the bank. This stored energy can then be used later, just like how you might withdraw money from your savings when you need it. Then, when you need money, you can take it out. The same principle applies to energy storage. When the demand for electricity is high or when renewable sources aren't producing, we can draw from our stored energy reserves. Smart grids act like the brain of our energy system, managing the flow of electricity from different sources, including renewables and storage. They ensure that energy is distributed efficiently and reliably, adapting to changes in supply and demand in real time. This intelligent management is key to integrating more renewable energy into our grid and making our energy system more resilient and sustainable for the future. Section 5. The promise and challenges of new energy technologies. These new energy technologies hold great promise, but they also face challenges. One challenge is cost. Renewable energy technologies can be expensive to install, although prices have been dropping rapidly. Another challenge is storage. We need better ways to store large amounts of energy from renewable sources so that we can use it even when the sun isn't shining or the wind isn't blowing. Section 6. Real-world success stories, technology in action. Despite the challenges, there are already many examples of how technology is making a difference in the fight against climate change. For example, in many parts of the world, solar and wind power are now cheaper than fossil fuels. In some countries, electric cars are becoming increasingly common. And new technologies, like smart grids and energy storage systems, are making it easier to integrate renewable energy sources into the electric grid. Section 7. Powering our future, the path to sustainable energy. The future of global energy depends on our ability to innovate and embrace new technologies. By investing in research and development, we can make clean energy more affordable and accessible to everyone. Just like we replace candles with light bulbs and horses with cars, we can transition to a cleaner, more sustainable energy future. It's a challenge that requires global cooperation, innovation, and a commitment to protecting our planet for generations to come. If we all work together, we can create a brighter, more sustainable future powered by clean energy.